We are. Hopefully everything is working all well. Just give it a minute, as usual. See if anyone jumps in. But yeah, it's been a wee while, so decided to do a wee live stream here on New Frontier, which I've been building up for a wee while. Just been building the farm and just enjoying farm sim for a bit. So I do apologise about there being no videos or live streams. I've just been, well, for a while the game was crashing on me, and then now just enjoying this map really until Camston Farm comes out by Oxygen David. Beautiful map. Hopefully that'll come soon. But anyways, I've just got to do the usual of sorting everything out, so I will be with you in a minute. And we are going to be testing the Thrustmaster T248 out in this live stream. I just got it yesterday, so we'll see if it's any good. So hopefully everyone's doing well. I hope you had a good Christmas and New Year's. But yeah, I'll show you around the farm in a minute. Let's just get this sorted. Right, I think that's us almost ready to go. Do we have anyone in here? Not right now. Oh, we got Davies Farming. Hello, hope you're all well, mate. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you had a good Christmas and New Year's. Good to see you in here, anyway. We'll get cracking in a minute. I'm just doing the usual of getting the stream all sorted out, getting the thumbnail and all that put into YouTube Studio, and then we can get cracking with this. So I'll just be with you in a minute. Right. Almost there, just doing the last little bits, and then I'll be good to go. And we'll hopefully get a nice long live stream in today. Anyways, let's just start walking down to the farm. Wait a minute. There we go. Right, we're all good. I think that's us. Right, let's head down to the farm and let me show you about. So, yeah, I'm doing well, thank you, mate. Just been chilling, playing on this map, you know, just enjoying some time off around the Christmas and New Year. But yeah, it's been good, been enjoying it. Where shall we start? We'll go up this way. So, in this shed, we would normally have a potato harvester, but I was doing a bit of potato harvesting recently, so that's why it's not in here. Then we've also got I think it's a green bean harvester, I believe. We haven't done much of it right now, but we are hoping to get more into it. And then just around here, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen a Scruff series, and I'm really enjoying that actually. Lots of detail, and I'm loving the sounds that he's put into it throughout the day. But yeah, we've got a Plas Jaguar 990 here in this lovely colour scheme. I think this is one of my favourite forage harvesters now. And we've got this Krone Big M. It's a lovely thing as well. It does us really well because we've got two big grass fields that we try mow every year a couple of times. We've got this lorry, this is for hauling the grain about. And then we've got our tanker, which I use for water, and I think it does milk maybe. And then up here, we've got the tractor shed. Not all the tractors are here right now, but we've got a mix of everything really. Because this is really just my mess about map, you know. I just try everything out, so this is why I've got like, the fast track, because it's a lovely mod by Ross End Mods. We've got the Fendt 1050, this is our big tractor. Does a lot of did a lot of the work for a while until we recently bought this lovely Case IH 715 quad track. And then we've also got the Puma, we've got the AS. Oh, this is one of my favourite tractors that we got base game for some reason. I don't know what it is. I just love these old, smaller tractors. John Deere 3650. We've got the 4755, and we've got the ARX 410. So lots of tractors. There's some more lying about. What else shall I show you? We do have quite a few animal barns. We've got, I think, about 8 or 9 in total. So we're quite big on the animals. You know, we've got lots of dairy cows. Jeez, it's very foggy. This is our straw bale store. So we store our straw. And I am using these lovely... Yeah, the 3650 is nice, isn't it? But yeah, I am using these lovely bale stores by Black Sheep Modding, which everyone can get on ModHub. We've got our rollers, which I probably should put in a better place. It's a bit foggy. We've got a telehandler. Of course, it's got to be the Merlot, because we don't have the JCB currently. We've got our big Summers cultivator, which is run by the Case 715, and we've got our big seeder, which our ARX tends to pull pretty well. And then back here, we've just got a loading wagon, which we haven't really used much, but anyways. What else we got? In here, we've got our planter. Went for this big one. I've kind of went for a mix of machinery, American and a bit European, so that's why it's a bit mixed. I've got the Amazon cultivator. This is a smaller one because we've got some smaller fields and our big Summers one wouldn't fit in there. We've also got this, which I sometimes use when the ground's not quite needing ripped up so much, but anyways. We've got our big stone picker by Black Sheep Modding again. It's a lovely thing. And we've got our ridger, which is for their potatoes, which we didn't do so well this year. Our potatoes, we unfortunately lost some of them. We've got our potato planter, which is pretty good. We've got the lime spreader, we've got our baler, and then over here we've got our silage shed for the silage bales. We've got plenty of them, as you can see, 500 odd. It's a lovely thing about these sheds. You can store 1,200 bales in total. What else? We've got diesel tank there, and here we've got a smaller combine because our one that's up in the soybean field at the minute, it's quite big and it wouldn't fit in some of our fields, so we've got a second combine for that reason. We've got a smaller trailer for the combine. Jeez, it is quite foggy again. Right, so now we get into our, I would say, grass equipment. Fertilizer, yeah, they are lovely, aren't they? I think they're by, I could be wrong, Red Dog. We've got this fertilizer spreader, it's lovely. We've got this Gawil baler, which I haven't really used much, but it works really well because sometimes, of course, console, you've got 250 bale limit, where this thing, I pretty much set it up in front of that auto load bale shed, and it just loads them straight in, so it works really well for us. And then we've got this John Deere baler, which we do use on the smaller grass fields because it's a lovely thing. I do like it. We haven't really used it much. We only bought it recently, so that's pretty good. We've got a seeder, a smaller seeder anyway, as I said, for the smaller fields. We've got a tether and a windrower. So, oh, and we've got a grain silo there as well. I think that's it really. Let me just do a wee flyover so you can kind of see what we have. Where should we start? We'll start in this corner. So, we've got a field here. It's a pretty big one. It's one of our bigger ones. This was a oilseed rape field. I harvested it last night because I fancied using my new steering wheel. What else we got? We've got a barley field here. Pretty big. And as you can see, I've added all these trees in to make it feel a bit more dense and make it feel a bit more like what I like to play with. You know, I don't like big open maps. We've got a big grass field here. This is the one that always produces a lot of bales. Right, let's move into the smaller fields. So we've got this field here, which is either a barley or a wheat field. I don't know, could be either. We've got another one over here. It's one of our very first fields that we owned. Oh right, and then cow shed there. We've got another cow shed here. This is going to be for the young stock up in the breeding barn, which is just up. It's almost like a big estate, this, really, because we own quite a bit. We've got some horses there. I don't really do much with the horses. We've got another field here, which is an alright size. And then this takes us up into our fields. Bigger fields anyway. So we got another grass field. We've got a potato field, which will be done. There'll be no potatoes. So we've lost them, unfortunately, this year. We had an oat field here. I'm kind of all over the place. And then there's another field just down here. Where is it? Here it is. This is our other barley field. And then we've got a BGA over here. We've got a pigsty. I don't really do a lot of pigs. We haven't gone into them yet, but hopefully we can get into them. And now this is where the big fields start. So we've got our soybean field. Oh no, is this soybeans? Sorry, our corn field. And then we've got a soybean field here, which is pretty big. It's not the biggest one. The biggest one is this one here, which is another soybean field, and this is the one we're going to crack on with today. And then we've also got a big cow shed. This one can take 1,200 cows. We've got about 750 at the minute, so we're not at full capacity, but you never know, we can get some more in the future. And as you can see, they take up quite a bit of space here. But we do need to sort the cows out at some point. I think that's it really. Yeah, we don't own this. Let me show you what we own actually on the map. I will get into it in a minute. You're on the European map. Was that the Huntan Pantai one, is it? I'm guessing. I haven't really played much of it because for some reason for me the base game maps kept crashing on us. On me, sorry. So that's why I'm not playing the base game one, I'm playing on this one. So this is what we own. I didn't want to buy these plots really, but we own everything else around it. It's like a big estate like you would see in the UK. You know, with the farms on it and lots of fields. So, oh, okay. Nope, not the Japan one. Oh, there's a Lunka, is it? By any chance? Right. So, how do you want to do this? Right, we need to get into... There's a tractor just over here. Oh, yeah, that's an alright map, actually. Jeez, we can barely see through this fog. It's just like the UK. Oh, yeah, we've got our rollers here as well. Didn't really show this shed, did I? Wait a minute. And then we've got our big Agrifax sprayer with the 54-meter boom, which is very impressive. But if it was on a UK map, I wouldn't have it this big. But because I'm on this size of map, it's not so bad. Right, anyway, let's stop yapping and let's get on. As Scroff would say, let's stop faffing about. Where did I leave it? Sure. Let me just do this. My apologies. Try not to tab too much, but I've lost track of it in the fog. Oh, it's here. Right, this is where we're going to get the wheel out. So this is me using the wheel, so let's see how good this is. Right. I've done a few adjustments to suit me because I found it was a bit stiff. So let's get in cab now. Another thing I need to get is the kit that you can get for it, which has the bracket, which makes it more like a... Ooh, no, we're going into the wrong bit. But yeah, I need to get the bracket and the steering knob, because it makes it much easier for it. Sorry, I'm a bit slow with it because I'm still new to the whole wheel thing, because you're doing a lot more movement with your hands than you would be with a controller, because it's much more sensitive. Anyway, now we're on track. Let's see, there should be a track. Ooh, I'm a bit lost. Here we go. Right, this will take us up to our soybean fields and our corn fields, which I don't know how much we're going to get done tonight, but we'll try to get quite a bit done. We're going to do it ourselves. We're not going to use the workers, because I really just want to test this wheel out, you know. The other thing I have to say about the wheel, I find that the brake's a bit stiff. You know, I had to put a box behind it to stop the whole wheel, and not the wheel, sorry, the pedal set moving, because I found the brake was just a bit stiff, for me anyway. Oh yeah, this is our other cow shed over here. This is like the breeding barn. This is where all the young stock are right now. Oops, sorry, missed your thingies. Davy's farming. Let me just go back on that. Probably should have it open on my phone, and I probably should have asked how's the quality of the stream, because I haven't done this in a while. And of course, here we go. We're still good, are we? Yep. Right. That's good. I am liking this Farm Simulator 25. I'm going to give a wee review now. I have to say, I do like the third person when you're in the character mode. I think it's quite good for me anyway, for doing thumbnails. I'm definitely going to use that. Oh yeah, there's our weeder. I don't know why it's there. Shouldn't be there. But yeah, the brakes are quite stiff. So I'm having to wear slippers right now to make it easier to push down on the brake, because otherwise it's quite a faff to push down anyway. Right, our combine's just up here. Beautiful combine by GHG Modding. The S790. I don't really use it much, so I thought this is the perfect map for it, because we've got massive fields to harvest. So let's turn our lights off, and I am using the controller for some of this, because it's easier. Right, let's turn this off. And it is taking a bit getting used to, because the paddles are actually not for gears. They are... Right, let me get into the controller now, because it's much easier using a controller for this. But yeah, look at this third person. I like it. But yeah, the paddles are actually not for the gears. They're like R1 and L1 as well, because there's a bit... I thought it'd be a bit more like, oh, you'd use the gears on the paddles and this and that. But anyway, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I've got this beautiful combine by GHG Modding. Lots of detail on it, such as the air hose up there. And we've got a lovely big 50-foot Macdon header on it. I do like these Macdon headers. Great addition to the game. Oops, sorry, missed your comment again. Too busy yapping away because it's been so long. Yeah, I agree. There is still some issues. I will say the one thing I've had with it is the butt brakes. They don't work very well. I always find that it just tips itself, so I can't use butt brakes. And for me, when doing silage, I prefer using them. Right, why is that gone up to 16 meter? Because this is a 15.2 meter header, I believe. Oh, let's readjust this, because I want to do 3 headlands. I'm probably better to go around this way, just in case I fill up quite fast. I haven't done soybeans really, so... Oh, I should be using the wheel, sorry. Anyway, let's get this all turned on. Silage pits are not there, yeah. I mean, we've got a big silage pit on our farm, which I didn't show you in game, but... Yeah, it's got about 3 million litres in it, because... Oh, wrong one. Jeez, it takes me getting used to these paddles. But, anyways, yeah, we've got 2 big silage pits, and they're... One of them's got almost 3 million litres in it, and the other's probably got about 100 to 200,000 litres. Let me do a bit of out cab work just so you can see this beautiful combine. And we'll try not to use GPS too much. I'm just going to use it to line me up, so I can stay in between the lines. Yeah, it seems to be a pretty good yield. I did put 2 coats of fertiliser on it and limed it and rolled it, so we should do pretty well. It is a big field, but it's just what we're needing. Yeah, I do agree, small farms are nice, you know. Can't wait for Calmston Farm to come out. I've got big plans for that. Hopefully it can be a decent series for you all to watch. Because what I'll do is I'll release, I'll probably do a few live streams on it. I might do a map tour, I'm not sure. I'm not very keen on doing map tours because, I don't know. I always find that I miss things out doing map tours, but anyway. I might do a couple of live streams to go over it. And then what I'll do is I'll probably give it a week just so I can film probably about, you know, 6 or 7 episodes in bulk. So then it means I'm caught up, sorta. So then if I've got any plans or anything, it means you've still got episodes even if I'm not available to film them. So, you know, I'm going to try do 3 episodes a week and a live stream. Try to get back into it because it's been ages. You know, it's probably been about 3 months since I last did a video, and that was on Moss Valley, which is another thing that's coming back to this game. I think it's a beautiful map, like Moss Valley, but personally I prefer Calmston Farm. It's just more my kind of map. But yeah, so it's going all well at the minute. And I hope everyone had a good New Year's and Christmas again. But yeah, I was considering actually getting a grain cart on this map, but I thought there's no need for it really, because our trailer's pretty big, you know. I'm using silage sides on it just to get it that bit bigger. But yeah, hopefully we can grow the channel to be a bit bigger this year. I'm not sure if I'll get the gaming PC, but if I do, I've got big plans for that. I'll just have to wait and see, because things are starting to go good now. So we'll wait and see. So I mean, even console's pretty good, I would say, for Farm Simulator 25, you know. FS22, I think, because for me GPS, you know, that's the main thing, and having the better AI workers in 25, I think that's made a big difference to me. I'm not so worried about, you know, getting a PC, because like the AI workers, they're just so good, you know. They're as good as course play. You know, they complete the whole field, they get every little bit of the field, so I'm not so worried about a PC now, but I would still like to get one because of course it'll be much better for filming videos, and you can mess about with a few more mods than console. But yeah, this combine's just lovely. I like that when you're in the cab it actually tells you how many hectares you've worked. So according to this, we've done 11 hectares. So far we've done about 1 hectare in this field and 10 in the oilseed rape field. And I have to say that oilseed rape field, it was good yielding, like. But yeah, I have to say this steering wheel is really nice. The T248 by Thrustmaster. I just saw it on deal and I thought, oh, I'll give it a go and see how good it is, and I've got to say, for a first wheel, because I've never had a steering wheel really, it's really good. So So I'd just like to remind people, if you're enjoying this live stream, please do like it, because it does help me out and it boosts it and it puts out to more people. Let's try to do a bit more in cab work. Don't know if anyone else is on this issue with this headers, but they always seem to bounce about a bit in the fields. I don't know if it's the headers or if it's just the way the land is under it, but they always just seem to bounce about a bit. But yeah, look at the yield of that, it's pretty good, I have to say. The only thing I would say about the AI workers is I don't know how well it would work with 2 workers in the fields, you know, but it works pretty well by itself. It just takes quite a while because I feel it does too many turns. You know, it doesn't need to do as many turns as it does, but it does, which is fine because it gets a bit more precise. But yeah, I agree with you there, Davies Farming. Can't wait for a UK map. We're definitely needing it. I mean, I do like these sort of maps, but sorry, I'm just messing about with my volume there. That's why I'm a bit skew with everything here. But yeah, the one that I really want to come is the one by Bullet Bill. It looks stunning. I mean, Oxygen David's maps are amazing, but of course him and Bullet Bill did a lot of work together, so their skill set will be pretty similar when it comes to high-end maps. You know, Bullet Bill's maps looking stunning. I think he posted some photos yesterday because Scroft put it on his Facebook, and it looks really good, I have to say. I don't think it'll come to console though, that's the only thing, but it's still a stunning map either way. So anyways, what map would everyone in here like to see come to Farm Simulator 25, if you got the game or not? And that's another question for you. Are you playing Farm Simulator 25, or are you playing Farm Sim 22 still? Oh, is it not? I did see that you put that he's slowed down on the modding, and you know, he's not putting as much time into it, which is a shame because it is a beautiful looking map. But at the end of the day, life comes first, and hobbies come after. Just how it is. Right, jeez. Ah, okay, I see what you mean. Right, he's just testing the game out, right, guy. Right. Got a tab for all these tractors. Problem when you got too many tractors. I mean, you can never have enough, but anyways. Oh, that's another thing. We've got a sheep barn here. We've got a wee fence just to load up the wool, because we've got so much wool on this farm. Like, you know, for some reason the sheep produce 4 pallets of wool every hour, which is not a bad thing, but it's a bit of a pain for us. Anyways, let's get into this. Here we are. Yeah, Barley Spring, it's an amazing one. I was asking Irish Connor himself, and he said he is bringing it back, so it will definitely come back. He just doesn't know when. If I did get a PC, I'd maybe looking to ask him if I could do a wee early access stream, and maybe do a wee let's play on it, because it is a beautiful map, and it was probably one of the best console maps we had for features anyway that I had on it, because of the cows and well, animals in general, sorry. I just loved the way that we had all those different breeds, and you know, the cows needed food every day, and yeah, it was just really good. But I do understand that it does take some time for modders to play on it, not play on it, sorry, it's been a while, still a bit rusty, to remake the map, you know, because some modders just convert it all and it does it pretty quick, but others will rebuild the whole map. You know, I saw, was it Al Missouri, I think. I mean, it's not a map that I played much of, but it's a beautiful map, I have to say. The guy that's making that, I think it's Shabaki or whatever his name is, my apologies, he's rebuilding it from scratch, so it's not a bad idea, because then you get all the Farm Simulator 25 stuff in there. But other than that, it'll be nice to see some maps anyway, because I understand that it takes time for modders to convert, as I said. Jeez. Yeah, he did. I agree with you there. Really quick, in fact. I mean, because if you think, when it came out in 22, he'd been working on it for 2 years, and it came out about this time in 2021. But yeah. Alright, Farmer King George, good to see you. Good to see you in here, and I hope you're well. I'm doing very well, thank you, mate. Hope your Christmas was good, and I hope your New Year's was good as well. Yeah, just keep up with it, mate. You'll get there eventually. It just takes time and effort. And as I always try to do in each video of mine, I try and improve something. So, you know, every video I try and add something new to keep it fresh. But of course I understand it's difficult, you know, doing the YouTube whole thing, because it takes, you know, for me it takes me anywhere from 3 hours to 5 hours to film and edit a video, which is probably not bad compared to, for example, Scroft, who I would imagine takes 12 hours plus for the farmhand, which is definitely something I want to look into doing if I was to get a PC, or even just on console. I would like to do my own version of a like farmhand sort of thing, but at the same time I don't really want to be copying him, because I don't think it's fair. You know, you got to think of your own ideas when it comes to that sort of stuff. Oh yeah, the other thing I was going to ask, Davies Farming, could you put the link for Discord in chat, and I'll pin it. It's just because I know you're on my Discord now, so it makes it easy for me. It's just so people can join the Discord, because I would like to build that up a bit more, because I've only got, I think it's about 20 odd people in the Discord, and I think I could probably do better than that, so I'll try to promote it a wee bit more. But yeah, if the soybeans are doing this well, I think the corn's going to be doing even better, because corn's a much higher yielding crop than soybeans. I mean, in general, soybeans are quite low yielding compared to any other crop. Perfect, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, and I'm just going to remind people, I don't expect you to, but there is a super chat, so if you would like to help me out in any way, you can put a super chat, and I would really appreciate it, but I don't expect you to. I know a lot of YouTubers say that, but I really don't. But it would help me out in any way. So this is a new thing I've actually, super chat goals, let's try that. I'll set it for an hour, let's see how this works. Let's see. let's see if this works. I don't expect super chats, but I'm just doing it out of fun. The other thing I'll say about Farm Simulator 25 and the steering wheel is it's a bit of a pain to set up, because when you're trying to do the adjustments of you know, how much the wheel can turn and stuff like that, it's a bit of a pain. But luckily you can do it all from the wheel, because I'm trying to do it in the Farm Simulator menu, but the whole control thing's not there for me, which is weird. So luckily I could do it from the wheel, because otherwise I could barely turn the wheel because it had so much force on it. It was a bit of a struggle. But yeah, that's only one headland done. We've done pretty well. I mean, soybeans are not a crop I do a lot of, but they seem to be doing alright actually. Yeah, if you want to, there's a bit in Discord which is Farm Simulator photos, so you can put it in there if you want. Yeah, it's a work in progress sort of thing, you know. The farms, they never really stop growing. But yeah, anyways, tonight I'm hoping to stream for a good few hours, maybe till 11. We'll wait and see, just depends how we get on, because I don't really want to be just harvesting this whole field for the whole stream, but we'll wait and see how it goes. We might go into a bit of corn harvesting maybe. We'll wait and see. Yeah, fair enough. It's what I was doing. That's why I wasn't really doing much on the YouTube, and that's why there's not been videos really, because for me, like a field like this, I couldn't do it on a video. It's just too big and it would take too long. You know, this field alone would take probably 2-3 hours. I mean, if I had a course plane auto drive together, then it wouldn't be so bad, you know, because I could set up on worker system, you know, where the workers take all the grain away and you can have 2 or 3 combines in the field. But because I can only have really one combine going, it's a bit of a pain for videos, or at least Cam's and Farm, and the fields are a bit smaller, so you can get a lot more done in an episode. And it is a beautiful map, you know. I think he's added gunshots to the map, and it sounds pretty good actually, I have to say. As someone does a bit of clay shooting, as someone that does a bit of clay shooting myself, it does sound pretty good, I have to say. Pretty impressed. And like the flooding, the way it floods, that's pretty impressive, you know. You're making a farm, or George's farm is okay. Oh, okay, yeah, that's a nice bit actually. Surprised Oxy didn't add it in actually, George's farm, because I'm sure him and Scroff have got pretty good connection now. Scroff seems to do a lot with Oxy, you know. He seems to get all the latest news and all the early access to Camden Farm. I've not seen any other YouTubers yet have early access to it. But I suppose it's because his farmhand series is so great, you know. Oxy's probably very happy that he's using his maps to film the farmhand series. But yeah, see that header? It just seems to be in this area roughly, and it's done in some other fields. Now you can remove everything from the map. Yeah, that's true. So you could probably remake it quite easily. Because of course in 22 you couldn't do that. So it's quite hard to do unless you're on a PC and you're a Giants editor or whatever they use. Or if you're on PC, there's probably a version itself that you can just download, and it's got George's farm on it, I believe. Right, let's get that auger out now because we're starting to fill up. Right, there we go. Let's tab to... Where's our fent gone? Ooh, let me just go back actually. I'd just like to say one thing about 25 that I love. Let me just show you. Quite like the fog as well, that's one thing I like. But it's actually the silage bales. Wow, they look so much better. Ah, that's fair enough, aye. I do like farm builds. Where's the trigger? It's over here, ain't it? Farm builds are pretty good, but I never seem to get the chance to do one, so maybe it's something I could try do at some point. Ah, here we go. Let's just get a silage bale out, and I'll show you how much better they look, in my opinion. Where are we? Here we go. Look at that. To me, that just looks a bit better. Doesn't look as perfect, if you know what I mean. It's a bit more round. It's a bit more rounded off the edges. It's not so sharp. But I believe it's only if you use the film binding it does that. So, anyways, let's stop faffing about, as Scruff would say, or George would say. And let's crack on with a bit of farming. I don't know, I keep doing that. Accidentally using the controller because I'm so used to it, when I should really use the wheel. But yeah, I'm hoping that fog as well, tomorrow night I'll be streaming as well. It might not be as late tomorrow, but hopefully I'll get something out for you. Did I want some help with the harvest? It's not really a multiplayer, it's sort of my personal save, you know what I mean? Where I come on and just mess about when I get a chance. So, it's alright, thank you, but I appreciate the offer. Really do appreciate it, and that's one thing I would like to try do a bit more of, is maybe some multiplayers at some point. Maybe when the modded maps come out, we can get a multiplayer on the go. The other thing I've been looking into is dedicated servers, because I think you can do it on console. I think you can do it all from your phone, a dedicated server. So I'll keep hitting that button when I'm messing about with the controller. Keep disconnecting the trailer. Right, so let's get this moved out of the way, so we're not in the way of the combine. There we go. And that's the other thing I want to get for this Thrustmaster setup, is the farm stick as well. Because I think Thrustmaster is actually really good value for what you get. Right, sorry, I'm messing about here. I think it's really good value, you know. I mean, the wheel itself is a bit expensive at first, but I mean, I got it on deal on Amazon. They always seem to go on deal. Yeah, I like that as well. When you're in the harvester and you can see how full the guys on the grain cart or trailer, I do like that. It's a nice feature they've added. I think 25 is definitely a big upgrade. The people that say it's not, I don't think they've played it enough to see how big of an upgrade it is. For me, like, you know, even just the GPS and AI workers alone are a big upgrade. Not forgetting the baby animals, you know, that's pretty good as well. Proper baby animals, not just ones that say they're 0 months old, but they're the same size as a 18-month-old. Right, how many hectares we harvested now? 14, so that means we've done 4 hectares from this field so far. The other thing I was going to say with the Thrustmaster wheel is I like how you can change the spring in the brake, because it means if the spring's maybe a bit too hard for the brake, you can change it, which I probably will do at some point. See if I can make it easier for me to push down on the brake. And I do like that the pretty much it's all one cable that plugs into the console. It's not, you know, 2 or 3 wires, you know. The pedals plug into the wheel, so that's pretty good. I know that's probably standard for wheels nowadays, but I've not ever really tested any other wheels, so I wouldn't know. I will say, I think the paddles are a bit loud. You know, I think they're a bit loud, but that probably could be sorted quite easily. But not everyone can be happy, and I mean, for, you know, well, it's a £300 wheel, but I didn't pay that. I think I paid about 190 because it was on deal on Amazon, but I think it's really good money for value, like, you know. And I will say, when you're turning fast, it can be a bit loud, but of course it's not so bad when you got headphones on or whatever. But it's more just when you're playing by yourself, it can be a bit loud when you're turning pretty fast. Perfect, I'll have a wee look at that, see what sort of farm you got going. Oops, sorry, I missed your thing on. Yeah, Valley Spring. Don't worry, it will come back. It's just Irish Connor. I think he's gone back and forth between games. You know, he's not just focusing on farm sim. I think he plays a bit of everything. Which is fair enough, because you do need breaks here and there from games. I mean, I can't say much because, you know, I played farm sim most of the time, I would say. I do switch here and there, but right, it's not a bad farm you got going there. I do like the size. It's a pretty decent size. What we got there? Got a wee farmhouse, shed, 2 bunker silos. I'm liking that. Pardon me. It's a really good size, actually. You know, if you're wanting to start out with small equipment or whatever. Yeah, I think that's the thing with farms. You just make them big enough for what you need it to do. So it's just how you would do it in real life, you know. I'm not a farmer myself, but a farmer is not going to go and buy an extra 3 sheds if he doesn't need it. See, the brake's not so bad once you get used to it. Just takes a bit getting used to the wheel, you know, having to move your hands so much. Because normally, you know, you're just moving your fingers every so often with a controller, but a wheel, you got to full on move it. Jeez, can't believe I'm only in the second headland. And we're 50 minutes in, which is not bad. Try stream to 11, half 11 at the latest. I normally wouldn't stream that late, but I just fancy doing it because I think you deserve a live stream since it's been a good month or whatever. But as I said, that was because the game was crashing on me on the base game maps. I tried Riverbend, as you saw, crashed on me. Tried Huntan Bantai, I think it's called. It crashed on me. I didn't try Zalunka really that much because of course we had that in 22. So I could, oh yeah, you got the fence, is it 728 you said, a 1050, the Merlot. Ah, you got a good range of machines there. I do have to say I'm actually liking this map, you know. I'm not one normally for big open maps, you know, where you have to do it all yourself, but I quite like it, you know. It gives me a chance to build my own farm, and you can decide how big you want the farm to be, you know. And the person that made it, which I think's Ola, I don't know what the rest of the name is, but that person that made it, they've got some decent mods they make, like. I was looking into their mods a bit more, and I've got to say they've got some really nice mods. Because I think they're the one that made the rounder wrap bales for PC. It looks really good. It's one of the things that attract me to the PC a bit more. But really for me, PC, it's just the brands and the script mods like auto drive and course play. Even though we've got the better workers, I do think auto drive and course play still got its advantages over the AI workers. Yeah, I agree with you there, Jay's Virtual Gaming, and I hope you're doing well tonight. And I hope you had a good New Year's and Christmas. But yeah, I'm guessing it would be a lot better on PC because apparently, I don't know if it is true or not, but according to some YouTubers, this game only plays in at 30 frames a second on console, which I'm not sure if it's a bad thing. But when you've got the option of 60 frames a second in FS22, it does make you think, why have we sort of downgraded? Because we got rid of the old gen console, so why would we need to downgrade in any way? And you do notice it, I think, when it's raining, really, in this game. Jay's Virtual Gaming. You play on PC, very good. I do see the upsides of playing on PC. Are you better to get a PC? I think you could easily get a PC over a console for the same money. You know, I don't know what PlayStation is cost-wise now, because there's 3 or 4 of them going about, but just for the standard one, I think it's about 500. And then on top of that, you've got the cost of PlayStation Plus if you want to play Friends. So if you can save for a PC, I would recommend. Farmer King George, he does a bit of YouTube and all that, so he would need a decent graphics card and all that sort of stuff. But I think you probably could get one for 600-700 easily. Oh, sorry, I was just reading chat there. But yeah, I think a PC could easily get something if you go into PC Specialist, because that's where I'm looking at for mine, because I don't really want to build it myself, because I don't want to break it or do anything like that. I've been looking on them, and they seem to be pretty decent, and the prices are pretty good as well, actually. Ah, okay, an i3, wow. I do know a bit about CPUs, and I know that I think you need nowadays what an i5 minimum, but most people recommend an i7 for PCs, but an i3 probably would still run pretty well, I would imagine. But I'm looking at Ryzen for my CPU. A Ryzen 9, I think it's a 9950X or something like that. Constant 60 frames a second, that's not bad then. Just shows you don't need the most expensive stuff. You know, 1080p 60 frames a second or 720p 60 frames a second is not bad, like. The way I see it though, when it comes to stuff like that, it's a hobby, so you just buy what you can afford when it comes to get the 7800X 3D. I'll wait and see, it just depends on cost really. If you want, I can tell you the specs. I'm looking into it. I've got it on PC Specialist. From the top of my head, I've got a RTX 4080 because for some reason there's something about the RTX systems that I like. I know I could get what's the other brand? It's gone at my head. I know I could get it for cheaper anyway, you know, fully spec'd one, but there's just something about the RTX that I like. And then I've got 64 gigs of RAM because I really want to make it a PC that'll last years and years. 4 terabytes of SSD storage. I think I've got 10 terabytes of yeah, that makes sense. I've got 10 terabytes of hard drive storage. What else have I got? Other than that, sort of the main things. Oh yeah, Ryzen 9. I think it's what was it? Here it is. Sorry, 7950X I was looking at. But we'll just wait and see, because I'm not sure. You know, PCs are, when you get into the higher specs, are expensive, but I'll wait and see. Wait and see. It's not a big thing for me right now. Getting a PC, you know, it's just, if I can, it'd be nice. Because for me, I mean, console works pretty good at the minute. You pretty much stole it. Well, I hope not, but yeah. But I see what you mean. For 80 quid, it's not bad for something that runs at 60 frames a second. And that's the other thing, Farmer King George, you don't have to buy a brand new one. You could buy maybe some used bits that are still pretty good, but maybe someone's selling them for a good deal. Because, I mean, new's not always the answer, is it? I mean, a lot of us think that new's the best, which, I mean, sometimes it is for certain things, but you know, a car, not everyone's going to buy a brand new car, because there is some benefits of it, and there's some less positive things about buying brand new stuff. Jeez, I keep hitting the wrong pedal. Takes a bit getting used to. I wish that sometimes the reverse pedal was changed to the clutch. Because of course you're not really having to use the clutch in this game, so it would mean you could use all the pedals if the brake was a separate thing, but it's fine, it just takes a bit getting used to. Alright, how long are we into this? We've hit the 1 hour mark now. Right. Let's get this going again. What's this in chat? Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Perfect, no problem at all. Don't mind you promoting other people's channels. That is one thing when it comes to my channel. I don't mind the moderators doing it, but I don't want anyone else doing it. Just moderators really, because of course the moderators will know what channels are good to promote. So I don't mind. Anyways, let's get this parted up at the side of the field and let's continue harvesting. Hello simulator YouTuber, hope you're well. And I hope you had a good Christmas and New Year's. You've just started making content, but you've been very busy to make more. Well, that's how I see it. You do it when you can, when you get a bit of time, you know. It's a hobby, you do it in your free time. Unless you're like the big guys, you know, who get paid decently well. Yeah, you just do it when you can, you know. You film YouTube videos when you get time, yeah. Just do it when you get time, really. And, you know, there's all these guys saying, oh, you need to upload 3-4 times a week, which I try to do. But it's all for fun. So, and of course it's your channel, so you choose how it runs, you know. If you run it at 100 miles an hour, you run it at 100 miles an hour. If you run it at 25 miles an hour, you run it at 25 miles an hour. Right, let's see what we're going to do now. So I think we'll go up roughly the center of the field here, and we will break the field down a bit. Right, let's go up. We'll go up this one here. Let's try GPS for a minute. Just get us a nice straight line. Well, hopefully it's straight enough anyway. Hopefully it's not straight as a roundabout, as they would say. Geez, these soybeans are doing pretty well. Actually, that's a wee look. I don't look at the used machinery much. Ah, nothing interesting, right. We'll forget about that then. I always try to look at used machinery, but it's just one of them things. They never have the right stuff when you need it. accidentally touched the wheel there, and it just came off the GPS, which is pretty good. Hopefully we'll make it to the end of this row before we're full. Don't think the soybeans are that high yielding, but wait and see. We're going up 1% at a time. Yeah, it's a good thing to get into the streaming, like, it is quite enjoyable, because it's not like the videos where you're, you know, trying to be quite professional if you can, or, well, not everyone's videos are professional, but you know what I mean. It's a bit more laid back, I would say, streaming. Whoa, let's see, will we just make it? I'm hoping. There we go, right. So the best thing to do is probably go into this row here, because it makes it easier for us to unload. Right, let's get, we won't even put GPS on because we're about full anyway. Right, let's jump into our fen. Where are we? Where is the fen? Ah, here we are. Right, so we are up there. So if we just go up the center pass here, it should take us right up to the combine. Right, oh, where am I going? I must be further down the field than I thought. Ah, that's why. Right. I do like the fact that this track has got a good gearbox on it for speed anyway. 60k I think it is, which is not bad. The 700 series, I believe, I think it was the Gen 6 that had a 50k, and now the Gen 7's got a 60, which is a pretty good upgrade. Makes it pretty good when you're trying to get to the combine when it's full. Let's just start braking. Jeez, the brakes are good on this thing, like, you don't have to worry about overshooting. Alright, let's just line up a bit better. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Jeez, it's getting a bit toasty in here. I'm going to take this jumper off. Wait a minute. Right, that's better. Let's get this thing moved out of the way. So it's out of the way of the combine. I'm really enjoying this wheel. I know a lot of guys did a review on the wheel, probably some of them did it 4 years ago, some of them did it 2 years ago, and some did it a year ago, so it varies, but I just bought it when I saw it on deal, because I thought there's no point paying extra to buy it from Thrustmaster themselves. I mean, I would have if it was on deal on Thrustmaster's website, you know, to support the creators and all, but because there was a big difference in the cost. For me, it was better to buy it from Amazon. Alright, let's step out of cab work again, just so you can see this lovely combine. I do prefer these older S7 series combines. The newer ones they're alright, you know, but there's not the same look to them. Just a reminder, for anyone that's not liked, please do, helps it out. Just gets onto YouTube's main screens much easier. And it makes it easier for people to discover it. Right, how many hectares have we done now? 17 and a half. That's not bad. 17 and a half hectares so far. So that's 7.5 hectares in this field. So we're already almost beating the size of the other field. Probably by the time we've done a couple more passes in here, and then we've still got all that to do. I mean, this is probably where I should have got a second combine in, but this map's really just to enjoy the map, you know. I just do as much as I can get done in one night, and then we continue in the next stream. I've got to do a bit of baling at some point as well, because those oats that I harvested, well, I harvested them tonight, but in game it was a couple of months ago. I've got some straw for them, so I need to bale them up and get them in the straw shed and get them all put away before the rain comes, because there will be rain coming in the next wee while at some point. And I have to say, I do like the rain in 25, but I think because of the 30 frames a second, it can affect your eyes after a while of looking at it. But I do think it looks much better. You know, the wheels looking like they've, you know, went for a pond or something, or just sat in the rain for a bit. Yeah, snow's coming. We had a bit the other day here, but it was the smallest bit ever, you know. By the afternoon it was all melted and gone. And then today it's just been frost, really. But I do like the winter time personally over the summer, because all the bugs are gone and dusted. You know, I hate when the flies are going about. And the nice thing about winter as well is I love when you get a cold breath when you breathe in the morning, you know, when you wake up and you go outside, and it's just, it's lovely. But then I also don't like winter when it comes to having to clear the snow or anything like that, but it's a job that has to be done, you know. And I don't know what it is, but I just think winter has a cozy feel to it. You know, you want to be inside, sitting in front of the fireplace or whatever you have, enjoying it, or playing farm sim, or watching movies or whatever you do in the winter. And I would just like to say, we've got a sub goal of 1,000 subscribers. I'm hoping we can hit 1,000 subscribers hopefully by April. I would say when Camston comes out, that will help me out a wee bit. But it just depends. But if we can make it happen before April, that'd be lovely. And then if we can hit maybe 1,100 subscribers by May, that'd be nice. It just depends what speed, you know, I keep the channel going at. Yeah, it just depends what speed I keep the channel going at. If I upload 3 episodes a week and maybe do 1 live stream a week, then it'll make it much easier, but you know what it's like. Sometimes you just can't be bothered playing the game, or can't be bothered sitting editing a video, or sitting just streaming. But I do enjoy it when I'm in the mood for it. I can't remember if I changed the logo before or after. Before or after the previous live stream. So what does everyone think of my logo? I did it quite a while ago now, but with a bit of help from Johnny7610, who took the photo of the Ford. We've got a lovely Ford logo now, which has always been something I've wanted. Oops, sorry, missed that. Am I on PS5? Yes, I am. And it's, yeah, it's going well. I'm enjoying playing on PS5. I've been a PS5 player now since 2021. Yeah, 2021. And then before that, at the PS4. But yeah. Right, let's turn around. There we go. Nicely lined up. But yeah, we're really cracking on with this field now. Once we get this bit done, that'll be a good chunk of the field done. And then it'll be a case of, well, we've got another soybean field to do. We've got 2 corn fields, and then we've got a big barley field. But it's a bit messed up, I'll say, the way it's the growth calendar anyway. Because I accidentally turned seasons off when I was seeding it. Because I sometimes do that, I'll just turn seasons off when I just want to play the game and not worry about growth calendars. And now it's kind of messed up the crop growth, and now it's stuck at like stage 1, and we're in October, you know, and it was seeded it would have been seeded in December probably, which you wouldn't normally do, but because I was just playing without seasons, I wasn't, you know, too fussed about seeding in December. Alright, where's this vent gone again? Oh yeah, that's the potato harvester. It's a lovely mod that I found. It's a potato harvester, but it also does carrots as well, so that's why I've got it, because I might do carrots in the future. Let's see, where are we? The fen... Here we are, right. Right, we'll get another load after this into it. But yeah, I'm really getting used to this wheel now, you know. Probably about an hour or 2 ago I was a bit stuck on controls and all that, but yeah, it's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. I would recommend to anyone that's wanting a nice wheel for Farm Sim or Euro Truck Sim or whatever you play. And I do think if you're playing a game a lot, it's not a bad thing to invest in. let's just lighten that up a bit better. So the only other thing I need to practice is my reversing skills with a wheel, because on the controller it's quite easy to do, because you know it's much more sensitive to when you move it, but a wheel of course you got to turn out a lot more, so I need to get used to the speeds. But yeah, this is my favourite trailer so far for a base game trailer. I think it's pretty nice. 3-axle. It's got a decent capacity on it because I've got the silage sides on it, because we do a lot of maize normally, but we've stopped doing maize for this year because we've got so much maize in the pit, like, you know, almost 3 million litres. There's no point us really doing any more maize until we've used that stuff up. So that's why I've got a lot of soybeans this year, and some corn as well instead of maize. I mean, I could get the chopper out if I wanted to, but I prefer to do corn this year. Alright, let's hop it. Let's turn this off actually, and but yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just this third person. It takes a bit getting used to, but it is much nicer than this, because I think this is almost, it feels like you're a bit low, you know. In real life, a combine, I think you'd be a bit more like this against the combine. Well, a wee bit taller, but the average 6-foot person wouldn't be so tall. It feels like you're about 7 or 8 foot tall in this game. Let's activate GPS for a bit, and let's get cruise control off, because otherwise we've been a bit lazy not using the pedals. So everyone that's in here right now, what's your thoughts on Farm Sim 25, if you're playing it or not? Or what's your thoughts on reasons why you don't want to play it? Because of course there'll be people out there that don't see the point of buying the game, and there will be people out there that see good reasons to buy it, like me. For me it was mainly because I enjoy playing Farm Sim and I want to try out the next generation, but I know some people don't. You know, they'll just keep playing a game over and over again. I feel like on this map the bird sounds are actually a bit more advanced than 22. You can hear all the birds chirping away. Reminds me of Farm Simulator 19 a wee bit, which is probably, for me, it was one of my favourite games because it's where I started. So, you know, it's the first Farm Simulator game that I played, and it's what made me fall in love with the game. But I do think 19 was had its improvements because of the modders, I suppose. There was a lot more modders then, you know, and now we've lost a lot of great modders. But luckily we've got some great ones, and I think we've got sorry, getting a bit dry throat there. I do think we're getting some great modders coming to the game now. For example, we've got 4D Modding. He's been in the game for a while now, like. But we've got Fast Farming. I don't know if he's been around for years or not, but for console anyway, I've only just really seen him. Who else we got? Oh, who's the guy that's doing gates for Oxygen David on Court Farm? Not Court Farms, Camson Farm. He's pretty good as well. I've seen the gates on Camston, they look really good. I know Scroff's a bit obsessed with them, but we won't talk about that. But yeah, it's really good. Don't know why I went in there. Anyways, that's the only thing about the wheel as well, is I can't find the store menu button. So if anyone's got a Thrustmaster wheel, could you let me know if there's a button for the store, and I'm just not finding it. Because I can't find it. I'm having to use my controller for quite a lot. I mean, I probably will use the controller still when it comes to things like bale stacking, maybe. Because it's just easier, because you can't really use telehandlers on a steering wheel unless you had the farm stick alongside it, which of course I don't, because it's not available for consoles. I do believe it's coming to Xbox, to be fair, but I don't know if it will come to PlayStation, hopefully. But if it does, I'm running out of ports on this PlayStation Lite, so I'll need to find a way of plugging it in. But if it did come to console, that'd be great, because it's a lovely looking thing. It reminds me of the John Deere joysticks, the older style ones a bit. Well, it's not bad for 90 quid, like. I think it's about 80, 90 quid, from what I've seen anyway. Right, so who have we still got on here? Let's see who we got on here. Pardon me. Another great thing about the wheel is that you can change the spring, but they also give you another spring with the wheel. So if you want a bit of a harder brake or anything like that, you can change it out, and it's quite easy to do. I was messing about with it yesterday, and it was quite easy to do, but I put the softer spring back on it because the brake is already hard enough for me. I'll still probably get a softer spring. Oh jeez, keep going to the controller trying to use it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try deactivate lines, because I think it looks better without them. It's probably better for me if I can start practicing using it without lines for when it comes to doing videos. But I probably will use AI workers a decent amount, like, for the videos, you know, if I'm trying to film my montages. I mean, I do enjoy doing a good montage, but it does get a bit tricky sometimes when you're trying to do a montage and steer at the same time. So AI workers will make it much easier for me, like. There we go. Yeah, GPS seems to work away itself, like, pretty well. But yeah, we've got 7 people in here. Really appreciate it. Everyone taking the time out of their day to come and watch me for a bit play Farm Sim. I hope you enjoy it, and if you do, please do like it. It would really help me out. And if you join the Discord, it is linked in chat, so if you'd like to join, it is there, but it's also in the description below. Because we are trying to build Discord up, as I've said. Why do I keep going? I keep grabbing the controller. Sorry. For some reason I keep grabbing it. But yeah, if you'd like to join the Discord, it is available to do that. And I do have a TikTok account as well, which is linked below. So if you'd like to go and follow my TikTok account and help me grow on there, you're more than welcome to. I am hoping to start doing a bit more stuff on the TikTok, maybe some cinematic videos or whatever you want to call it. Let's have a look. Right, let's go and get this unloaded, and then we'll take it back to the farm and we'll continue harvesting. And if anyone's getting bored of watching me harvesting, I can easily go and do another job and then get back to the harvesting in another stream. But it's just we've got 4 fields to do, so we really need to crack on with it. No problem at all. I mean, true farm sim players will be happy to just sit and watch me harvest for a bit, but I know some people don't enjoy it. It gets a bit boring. I mean, even me, I do get a bit bored after doing a big field. Tonight I don't mind actually, it's quite nice. Right, let's go in cab, because it makes it easier. Ooh, let's just put on the brakes, just so we don't crash into anything for some reason. Look at the fog, it's still pretty heavy, that fog. It does get a bit annoying sometimes, the fog, but I do like it in a way. It makes the game a bit more immersive, I suppose, is what you want to call it. Well, let's be careful because I can barely see here, there might be something hiding in here. I think we're good. Can just make out the silo. Let's just slow down a bit. And let's get this tipping. There we go. I think this must be about our 3rd load now. Maybe even 2nd load, I can't remember, I haven't really been counting. But yeah, it's going well. Right, let's just let that trailer go down just so we don't take the spout of the silo out. I don't know if it's just me, but those screens look a bit weird. You can see like all the wee little dots. Not really noticed that before. Could just be I don't know, might be normal for a fence to have all that, but maybe better on the eyes or something when you're working. Do these ones, I don't know. Oh no, these fence don't do it. So there's a fence in FS22, when you turn the lights on, it puts on dark modes on the screens. You know, so at night time you're not being blinded by, you know, blue light or white light or whatever it is. Let's just see. Oh, it's pretty responsive, this wheel light. Just testing it out there, seeing if it's any good. So that's indicators. Horn. Yeah, that's that one. It's all the same roughly. Just takes for getting used to these paddles, which they are quite clicky, but they're alright. I think after a while the noise will wear down a bit. Right, let's switch that off, save some diesel. It's been going through like diesel like mad. I think we've went through about 10,000 litres in the past year alone, because a lot of our machines, you know, got big diesel tanks. So the other nice thing about 25 is the header doesn't just go straight down. You have to turn it on then put it down. There we go. Let's see what we are now. 21 hectares. I do like that about the screen. It tells you how many hectares you've got, how many hours you put on this thing, how many litres you got going in the tank. So it means if you were playing without the in-game HUD, then you could easily see all your information. There we go. And I'd just like to remind you again, donations are available down below. So if you'd like to help me out in any way, you can donate, but I don't expect anything. But if you'd like to, you're more than welcome to. For a minute I was like, oh, it's GPS gone off, but it must be the way it does the field. It goes over towards this side and then it goes back towards that way. Must be the most efficient way to harvest the field. So it should start turning. Yeah, there we go. Right on cue. So now that, I don't know, that'll be 2 up and downs, or if it'll be 1. I think it'll probably be 2. This piece here will be 1, I can tell. But it's going to be a big field to cultivate, but luckily we've got that big Summers cultivator and the big Case Quad Track 715. Now you can see why I've got 2 types of equipment, you know, smaller and then bigger, just so we've got that different types of equipment for each field. Ooh, didn't push the brake hard enough there. Doing donuts in the combine. Probably wouldn't. Sorry, still a bit rusty. You probably wouldn't want to do that in real life. Well, wouldn't do any harm, I don't think, because this has got jewels on it. But certain things you wouldn't want to anyway. Right, let's activate GPS again. Keep this nice and straight. Jeez, still got all that to do as well. And then we've got that soybean field there. And then we've got corn fields going about somewhere. Oh, I've only just realised I'm full. Too busy seeing if there's anything new in chat. But yeah, more on my Calmston, or Calmston, whatever it's called, by Option David. We're definitely doing I would say more of a Let's Play series on it, so it's not going to be worrying about maybe machinery as much, but I'm going to try to start out small. I've got my eyes on a few pieces of machinery that I want to use for Calmston Farm Simulator 25 version. Where is this fence? Yeah, here we are. Right. But yeah, I'm thinking of going old style, and we'll maybe limit ourselves to 120 horsepower at max. It might be a wee bit more, just depending what route I go down, if it's arable or dairy or beef stock or whatever. Because, you know, if you're doing grass, machine is arable, where if I've got arable, you know, we need maybe 170 odd horsepower just to pull a cultivator or seeder, or we might do a mix of both maybe. Or I've got other ideas in my head which I won't say because I want to be a bit of a surprise, but we'll hopefully get something sorted with Calmston, and hopefully it'll come out either this month or next month. I believe Oxy said it'll be this month or next month. Just depends on how many mods Giant Software have got to test, because those will be getting back from their holiday break, and I'm sure there'll be lots of mods waiting for us. Yeah, that combine, it seems to just bounce about a bit. Am I a bit too close maybe? No, there's a gap in between us, so it does bounce about quite a bit. That's the only thing I've seen with it so far. Right, let's get this fan pulled off to the side. Alright, and switch off. Alright, let's use the controller, go back into third person. And we will continue harvesting and get this all, well, try to get much of it as we can done. Right. Right, I'm going to take over with the cruise control again, stop being lazy and faffing about. Have I done this map offline? What do you mean by that? Have I played on this map offline? I never really play offline. I always tend to play on Wi-Fi. Since I've got alright Wi-Fi, you know, 70 megabits a second or whatever it is. But yeah, I've never really played offline. Sorry, let me rethink that, right. Have you played offline not recording? offline. Sorry. Not really. Wow, I've got 8 people in here, that's pretty good. Thank you everyone. Good to see you all tonight. I hope you're having a good one. Alright, let's just get this turned round and... yeah, this is the first live stream on this map. I haven't done a live stream in the past, what would it be, month? Maybe a wee bit more. Because the game was crashing on me, base game maps, and then this map came out, and then I think it was about Christmas time, so I didn't really want to... Oh no, I was ill for about a week, because there seemed to be a bug going about, so I was ill for a week, and then of course Christmas came around. But yeah, it's only in the past week that I really properly started playing this map. Glad you're still here, Davies Farming. Ah, okay, I see what you mean, yeah. I put about, oh, how many hours have I put into her now? Let's just let it save. It's always good to save. I know it's a bit of a wait, but right, this takes a bit getting used to this menu. Jeez, 86 hours, okay, right. We'll not look at that for too long. Wait, how many hours have I played today? 3.5, okay. It's not too bad, could be worse. Let's just say there's a time where I couldn't sleep and played for about 12 hours, which is not the best moment, because to me, I don't like playing farm sim for hours and hours and hours on end, you know. I think you have to limit yourself to how much you play, but here and there it's not too bad to play for hours and hours. And when you find the right map, you've got nearly 500 and FS25. Wow. I think I've got about 120, maybe 130 now. Because for a while I wasn't really playing it. I was playing Farm Simulator 22, Court Farms, and Valley Spring, because I was finding that there's more mods. You know, for me, 4D mods were a big reason to go back to 22 for a bit, and that's why there hasn't really been videos or live streams, because I didn't really want to go back when it came to the channel. You know, I kind of wanted to do 25 for the channel. And I mean, I did have big plans to 1,000. Wow. Whew. Wow. For me, that's what I would do maybe in a year of playing the game. Well, I don't know. The last game I had about 3,000. So, was it 3? No, 2,000. Yeah, that was my favourite map. It probably was one of my better series that I've done, but I'm hoping that Camsden 25 can be my best series so far. I mean, Valley Spring's my most viewed series. I think it's got about 9k views on my top video. And there's things that I wish I had done on Valley Spring, because for a while I was just kind of I don't know, I just wasn't really into it as much. I guess I was kind of getting bored of FS22, needed something new features, new maps, which I've seen a few good maps going about. I know I've talked about Camsden, good one. What else have we got? Who else we got? There's, oh, you got Allen, Missouri, I think's one. I know I'm not an American map player very often, but I do enjoy playing them here and there. using big equipment like this, and you know, or even just doing older, smaller American equipment's quite nice, but can't really do that until there's a decent American map out. I do enjoy watching the American guys play. For example, FS Club, I enjoy watching his live streams, or Squad Gaming. Moss Valley, yeah, that's another one. Squad Gaming's quite good. Yeah, I could imagine that is going to be quite crazy. 1,000 cows, Maize Plus. Yeah, Maize Plus is something I've wanted to try, you know, but of course I'm not on PC, so I can't. Because it seems to be a love it or hate it sort of thing, you know, it's like Marmite, some would say. You either love it or hate it, and some people hate it and some people love it. Because Maize Plus is the one that's to do with like animal feed and all that, isn't it? Pretty much in the name, to do with maize and all that sort of stuff. You get different types. Yeah, I'm sure it'll come pretty quick, because a lot of the script mods like Courseplay and Autodrive are already back, and Rounder at Bales, which looks an amazing mod, that's already back. Of course you've got, is it Easy Dev? I think that's back. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff back already, so it's really just a waiting game. Right, let's go down the center here. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna hit GPS because I want to do it quite straight. So let's hit GPS and see where this takes us. There we go, that's better. Right, so that's us done. How many hectares have we done now? This combine's done 23 since we bought it. So minus 10, that's 13.4 hectares. That's not bad. Yeah, that's sort of what I'm wanting to do. Go from a console player to a PC player. You never know, I might still do a console series maybe. Go back and play some of the console mods if I do go down the route of getting a PC. Still not guaranteed or anything. And if it's not going to happen, then it will be a console player. But yeah, hopefully. It's just when you see the costs of things, you go, "Ooh, geez, is it really worth it?" You know, you go, "Oh, is it really worth that much?" Because you know you're spending thousands on a PC anyway for a decent one. Because I do 4K and all that, I kind of want to keep it at 4K. But the good thing about PC is you can upgrade parts over time. You don't have to upgrade a whole console, so you're not spending £400, you know, every 6 years or whatever it is. You know, you can probably buy, you know, RAM alone's £200 for 60. Yeah, you don't need to, but it's just for me, I want to, if I get the opportunity to. And I want it, well, it's not like I'm going to be buying a PC, you know, in 3 or 4 years, you know, I'll be probably sticking to what I have, and then upgrade over time if I need to, but an RTX 4080 and a Ryzen 9 7950X should last me quite a while. And of course 64 gig of RAM, that's overkill I think. Unless I get into modding, which is one thing I've really been wanting to get into, is modding. Because I really enjoy graphics and all that sort of stuff, you know. Designing logos and all that. So I want to get into doing a bit of modding. For me, Stuart trailers, that's one of the things I really want to do a bit of modding on. I don't know if I would do console or anything if I was to. That's fair enough. But then, I don't know if you mean by like keyboard and mouse, but you could just plug a controller in and all that, but it's whatever's best for you. But yeah, modding, love to get into it. Do a bit of Stuart trailers, maybe. Yeah. Because I was going to build my own, but then I kind of thought it's probably safer not to, because it means if I go to a professional builder, they'll put all the right parts in and make sure it's got everything it needs. And it works out cheaper going to them to build it than doing it yourself, which is weird. Yeah, maps, something I really want to do as well. I don't know if it would be, that's why I'm still going. I was like, why have I not stopped? But yeah, map. I really want to make a Scottish map based in areas that I've been to or live in. Because we've got Scottish maps, but they're either based up in the Highlands. I think the last one we had was based up near Lossiemouth or whatever. You know, because the fighter jet's going over. And then we had another one which I'm not going to say the name, but it didn't feel like a Scottish map at all. It felt like a Giants map that had just been shoved together. But I do believe we are getting a Scottish map at the end of this year, maybe. So that could be interesting. Yeah. Gatehead Farm, that's the one that I really liked. I felt it was a pretty decent map. But there was another one that, I don't want to say the name, just in case. I know there's no harm in giving your opinion, but it didn't feel like a Scottish map at all. It felt a bit like a French and American map mixed together. And I know it is, you know, a lot of YouTubers do recommend the modder that made it, so that's why I'm not really wanting to say the name. Don't mind putting it in chat or anything, but the DLC pack, yeah, it's apparently, well, we don't know if it is going to be a Scottish map, but we just assume by the fact that there's Highland cows and all that in the field, and of course Highland cows are associated with Scotland. And it's like, why would Giants put that in there? And does it also mean we're getting Highland cows, maybe as part of the DLC? Right, where are we? Oh, we're over here. I'm going to have to drive over crop. I don't like doing it often, but this is sort of my chill map, as I said, so I'm not too worried about playing mega realistic. There we go. Lovely. But I do like the fact that I can see how full that trailer is from sitting in the combine. Pretty handy if you're driving a harvester, and yeah, I agree. Highland cows are lovely animals. If I had a farm, that is one animal I'd have sitting in the pasture. Why am I saying pasture? In the field. Don't know why I said pasture there. I think it's just because it's what the game's been saying for a bit. I never normally do, because it's more of an American term, I think, pasture. Alright, let's just move this into this bit here, just so we're out of the way of the combine. Alright, let's turn this off. We'll go back in cab, because I probably should. And let's use our controller. And let's continue the harvesting. It's pretty much just been, how long have we been streaming now? 2 hours of harvesting soybeans. But we need to get back into it. Right, let's get to the end of here, and then I think we'll go on to the left side of the combine for the meat. But yeah, it's really just trying to get back into it, isn't it? Because it's like, after, what, it was a month of not streaming, you kind of like, don't want to continue doing it, but then I remembered how much I enjoy sitting, streaming, playing the game. And for me, you know, I don't like giving up on things, so that's why I've not stopped with the channel. Well, of course I did stop for a while, but not actually totally given up. And of course I don't really want to give up, because of course I've invested money into a decent microphone and all that, so there's no point in having that if it's not going to get used. Because I mean, this microphone is much better than what I used to use. For a while I used headsets. I had a Turtle Beach one, and now I've got a Steel Series headset. I was using that for a while, and now I've got the DT microphone. It's pretty good. Seen other YouTubers use it, so I decided it was a decent microphone and it wasn't a bad price, like, so. Sorry, I'm just yapping away, but I'm trying to keep you all entertained. Jeez, it is getting hot in this room, like, you forget how hot a monitor can get. You know, the heat that it just produces off of it. Imagine if I had 3 monitors, that would be a sauna, like. I've not seen the like counter go up for a bit, so if you're still around, please do like and subscribe. I know it's a thing us YouTubers are, well, I don't know if I'd class myself as one, but we say it a lot, but it is something that really helps us out, so I really appreciate it. Ooh, one thing I was going to actually, I normally don't recommend YouTube channels, but I discovered this amazing YouTube channel on YouTube, and he's called Beardy Bam. Does a great roleplay, so I'd recommend it to anyone that's wanting to find anything new for content, and if you do enjoy it, let him know that Realistic Farmer sent you. You might not know who I am, but you can still say it. But he does a great series, and I think he's on over 2k subs now, but I would highly recommend Beardy Bam. I've been sort of just, you know, when I'm playing Farm Sim, just watching a bit of YouTube, or having a bit of noise in the background, you know, because I normally have a bit of music going, but sometimes I prefer having a bit of Farm Sim because it gives you ideas. Yeah, I quite enjoy him actually. I wasn't sure of him at first, but I've grown to like him now. Because at first I thought, is he copying Scroft a bit, which I suppose he takes his inspiration from, which is fair enough. Just like me, I take inspiration from YouTubers. I haven't really said who, but I will admit that I do take inspiration, you know. But I try not to copy, because copying, it's like, what's the point? Because then it's nothing new, really, is it? But yeah, highly recommend. So if you haven't checked them out, go check them out. And he does upload once a week, so it makes it quite easy to watch, because, you know, you can just sometimes YouTubers are shoving videos out a million miles an hour and you can't actually get time to watch, where at least him, it's one episode a week, so it makes it pretty easy to watch. So yeah, go and check him out. Anyways, how's everyone getting on? Still here? Still, oh no, what have I done? went oh wait, that's why. I was trying to work out why I couldn't reverse. Jeez. Right, let's not do that again. If I think if you did that in real life, that would be the header. Pretty, it wouldn't be in a good state anyway. Oh, where are we going now? Don't know why it does that. GPS, it just doesn't drive in a straight line. Don't know where we're going now, but we'll let it do its thing. How much was the wheel? I think it was about, what did I pay? About 190, but it's gone back up in price to about, I think it was 260 on Amazon. It's the Thrustmaster T248. Probably could start linking stuff into my bio if you're wanting to see what I use as the total setup, you know. Because I mean, it's not a PC setup, like, you know, so there's not much to put down in the bio, but a description. Sorry, I don't know why I'm saying bio. I'm so used to TikTok. But yeah, it's the Thrustmaster T248 for PlayStation 4, 5, PlayStation 5 Pro, and PC. So it's a really good wheel. If you want to have a wheel you can upgrade with, you know, if you're going from PS4 to 5, you can use it to upgrade, or if you're going from PlayStation to PC, then it's a nice upgrade. There is an Xbox version as well that works pretty well, I think. Where's this guy? Okay, right. But yeah, highly recommend Thrustmaster. I'll say it over Logitech any day. I've heard a lot of things about Logitech and FarmSim are not very good, but everyone's got their opinions, so use what you like. And it's, oh, and I will say there is a cheaper version of the Thrustmaster, like, it's just I wanted to go for the better one. You do get one that's a lot cheaper and it does similar things, it's just depends what you want. Yeah, you get the front. It's £250 on Amazon at the minute. I think it's about 300 on their official website. So it just depends. You know, you probably should support creators and all, but if you're saving a ton of money, it's worth just doing it on whatever website you prefer. Right, let's try and find the fence again. Right, start her up. Right, where is the combine? I think it's behind me. Yeah, it's not far. It's nice and easy. I will say I've just took my headphones off for a minute there to see how the wheels sound. It's not as loud now after some use, so I think after time it gets quieter, which is funny because normally it's the other way around. But geez, right, I went a bit too fast in there. There we go. Right. How long am I streaming for? Probably 11 at the latest, because otherwise I'll be really tired tomorrow, and I don't really want to be waking up at stupid hours. Blooming camera's in the wrong position again. But yeah, that cornfield there, it's not going to be such good yielding because it's got some weeds through it. Of course, these fields didn't have any weeds because it was ploughed in, because it was all grassland before. So that's why that's got weeds. And we're only going to get about 65% yield instead of 97, which is what we normally get. Alright, let's start slowing down in here because we're getting into the farmyard. You know, you wouldn't want to be going 30 miles an hour in a farmyard. Let's just, there we go, put the brakes on a bit. Jeez, it's still really foggy. In real life, fog doesn't really last this long, I don't think. Oh, let's not crash into the shed. That would be a bad day. There we go. Right, back to the field we go. Jeez, the sounds in this game are so much nicer. There we go. Sound definitely more realistic anyway. Let's go back up this way. The lovely gravel track. Very expensive. Got another, well, new road going up that way. We need to cut those trees down. Right, we're back in the field now. Let's get this Fendt parked up and get back into the combine. We're definitely not going to get this all finished tonight, which is fine. It's really just trying to get back into the swing of things. What's that? Yeah, I've got another 40 minutes and then I will end the stream there, but we'll hopefully get one done tomorrow. It won't go as late, but I might start a bit earlier if I've got time. Whoops. Alright, we'll just leave that section out. Right, let's just... Yeah, if you want, it's not a bad idea, like. Definitely helps the channels out, like, streaming. Because I suppose people kinda, they don't see such of a cut side, if you know what I mean. They'll see all the wee mistakes you make, so it's definitely a good thing to do some streaming to show the true side. The only thing about streaming I find with PlayStation is you've got to have decent Wi-Fi light, otherwise it just looks rubbish or cuts out. I'm lucky I've got decent Wi-Fi at the minute. But I remember I used to only get about 30 megabytes and it was still struggling because my house has thick walls. Yeah, it's not a bad shout, putting a PayPal link in there. It gives people the option to donate if they fancy. I haven't really done that yet, PayPal sort of stuff, because I'm not really bothered. You know, I'm going to wait until the channel's grown up a wee bit, and then that's when I'll maybe do PayPal or whatever in the link below. But yeah, until Camsden Farm comes out, we are going to hopefully do, I can't guarantee, but 2 streams a week. And even when it comes out, we'll still do streams on this map, hopefully afterwards. It just really depends. It's all about time. Getting time to stream, because it, like a stream, it's just 3 hours straight, where a video I could break it up, you know, do it over a couple of days if I really needed to. So that's the only improvement of doing a video. Alright, let's just go back down this side. Quite like missing passes, if you know what I mean, and then going back afterwards and doing it. So we will, let's get the wheel straight, activate GPS, and oh, I see what you mean, yeah. Luckily it's been sorted, so I was watching Scroff's recent video, there's a few bugs still. I think there's a collision in the roads maybe. So I think once he's picked all that out, it'll get sent to testing next week, I think he said, Oxygen David, and then it depends how many mods Giants have, because of course we don't have a testing list now, which, I mean, it's not a bad shout getting rid of it, because I actually prefer it because it's a bit more of a surprise then what mods you get. But yeah, once it gets through testing, it might fail once, which is not a bad thing. It means it's a decent map then, because otherwise if there's nothing to fail it on, then it means it's quite a basic map. So anyways, yeah, hopefully by early February we should get it, and I can get cracking with videos and live streams. So I will do, as I said, I'll do live streams, but it won't be like a series. I might just do 3 or 4 live streams on it, and then I'll get a let's play on the go. You know, the live streams might just be to fill in until I can get a let's play on the go. Jeez, we're filling up already. Get the auger out in a minute. Alright, let's get the auger out. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, maybe have a wee look into PC Specialist, see what PC you can spec for the kind of money you want to spend. So it might be worth it, and then it means you can just upgrade parts over time. But yeah, Elite Farming, hello there. Hope you're well. Hope you had a good Christmas and New Year's, and I'm doing very well, thank you. It's good to see you in here. And I would just like to say while you're here, them Richard Western trailers are looking very great. If no one knows, Elite Farming's getting his Richard Westerns back into Farm Simulator 25, and they're looking very good. So I applaud you for that. You're doing very well with them. And I just watched the wee video you did today. Looks very good. But yeah, so we're just on New Frontier tonight, and we are testing out the new Thrustmaster T248 wheel that I bought recently, and it's working a charm, like. Right, let's try not to drive on this crop. Yeah, it's a shame I'm not on PC because I would love to have a wee look at them for you. But maybe one day. I'm hoping if I do get a chance to get a PC, not definite, hopefully April time, so got a bit of time to go because that's when my house will be finished. So it's been getting restored, that's what I would call it, after the floods. And yeah, April 11th I believe it is, and that'll be done. And that'll be great to get back, like. But yeah, it's definitely not a definite for getting a PC, but if I did, those Richard Westerns be probably one of the first mods I downloaded after a McHale baler. Because it can't beat a McHale baler. But I'm just not sure when it comes to mods what's the best sites to go to, because I know King Mods is a big one, but I know a lot of people are having right, no problem at all. See ya tomorrow for this stream. But yeah, I'm not sure about King Mods now, because a lot of people are saying it's not as good as it used to be anyway, with the links and all that. And I know a lot of people say about itch and all that, but I'm not sure how good that is either. So I suppose probably the best place is the modders Facebook page. If they have a Facebook, then try use that. But yeah, we're really getting through this soybean fields quite quickly. How many hectares have we done now? Getting up to 27.7 hectares. That's not bad. So that's about 17.7 hectares. So it's a decent field, like. Jeez, this thing's got a bit of spin on it, like. Let's try to get it lined up best as possible, and let's see how well we can do this row ourselves. You never know, I might get this whole field done in this live stream. We'll wait and see. We've got half an hour until it's the end of the stream, because I don't really want to be going much further than that. Oh, another thing I would say about this Thrustmaster is when you turn the PlayStation off, all the settings reset, so it does get a bit annoying having to readjust them, but I suppose maybe if I could do it in the game menu, it wouldn't be so bad, but because I'm having to do it on the wheel itself, it's resetting itself every time. Right, let's get this one here, and then we will try to get all the other ones, other up and downs that we haven't done yet. Right, let's put this on cruise control for a minute. That one. And let's have a look how many litres of soybeans we have. Wait a minute, let me just chuck this on GPS for a minute, and we will open up this. And I went past it, it's the scene, isn't it? Prices, here we go. 147,000 litres, that's not bad. Right, let's take over again. There we go. Easy as that. Jeez, where am I going? Mad driving until it's getting later. I mean, in real life you would be harvesting, you know, easily into early hours of the next day, but of course it's farm sim, so you just harvest as much as you can. Right, let's get our auger out and we'll unload it on the next pass if we're not full. Aye, we've only got a few more 100 litres until we're full. Right, we want to go down on this left side here. There we go. Right, foot on the brake, we're getting better at this now. And let's get that fent loaded up. Right, turn the camera around. That's better. All fueled up. There we go. Right, there we go. Let's get this moved to the side again. There we go. Just pop it there. And, right, back to the combine. We'll need to get this all cultivated up, and we might even get some crop in this again. Right. Because I think we can still plant crop in November, or even we can maybe do it this month. Maybe in the next stream, that could be our job we do. We could do a bit of seeding, break up the harvest. Because I think we can still harvest into November, so we really need to get it done. But now we've almost got the big field finished, it's knocked out quite a bit of the harvesting we got to do. Neil, good to see you in here. Hope you're doing well tonight, and I'm very well, thanks. I hope you had a good Christmas and a good New Year's. Yeah, I don't know why it does that every so often. I don't know if it's the wheels, maybe. If there's a collision with the wheels on these headers that stops it. Thank you very much, mate. Same to you. Aye, it's gone well, like, is it? Aye. Right, sorry. Sorry, I thought I was doing something else there. For some reason it came back up. Right, I think we're going to get this field done, and then we might even get onto another field. We've got 15 minutes or so. What map am I on? I'm on New Frontier, since it's the only modded map at the minute. And I can't play the base game maps because they just crash on me for some reason. So yeah, we're playing on this lovely map, which I normally don't play on these kind of maps, but it is quite nice. Being able to design your own fields and farm and all that. But I'm excited for Camston Farm to come. Oh, where am I going? Too busy looking at my phone, which is never a good thing to do. Yeah. Oh yeah, what's the Irish one then? I know the Moss Valley and Camston's coming. I also know this, I was watching a guy on TikTok, and he's making a map, and it looks pretty good. I think it's Derbyshire or something it's based in. Somewhere in Derbyshire, I think it's called, and he's, looks pretty good. But yeah, we've got some decent maps on the way. And until then, we've got this map I can play on for a bit, which is still a decent map play. Nothing wrong with it, you know. Right, so let's get this just finished off. Probably got about 3 more up and downs, maybe 4, 5 even at most, and then we can get the combine into the other soybean field, get it started, because I don't think we'll get it done. And then, of course, it'll be the end of the stream by 11 o'clock, so yeah, other than that, not much else to do. We do need to feed the cows actually at some point, so I think we'll do that in the next stream. We'll give the cows some feed. Right, we're really cracking on with this. Sorry I went a bit quiet there. I couldn't think of much to yap on about, like, but end of this row, I think there's a bit. Let's just clean this up a bit. Let's get these bits here. And then we'll go back and we'll get the bit we haven't harvested, and then we'll come down, we'll do those. I think we'll probably be just scraping on the end of the stream by the time we've done those couple of up and downs, but it's fine. There we go. Perfect. Alright, let's head up the field, and I believe there's a chunk of soybeans to still harvest. Right, that's that tidied up. That's tidied up now. So let's get these last bits done, and then I think we'll be near the end of the stream. Oh geez, it is quite a big chunk, this. We'll see how long this takes, but I'm not sure if we'll get it all done. And then I think once the trailer's full, we'll take it back to the farm, empty it, and then we'll fill the combine up again, and then we'll finish it off there very nicely. Right, there we go, that's us. Getting much better on these brakes now. Getting used to the brake of this pedal set. Right. Start the tractor up. Go out of the cab, make it easier. There we go. Get this lined up. Try to do that a bit better. Right. There we go. That's better. Oh, there we go, that's us. We'll take this back to the farm, we'll run the trailer back up to the field, and we will try and get that finished. Well, unless the combine fills up again, then we'll leave it there. And I'll probably run it 5 minutes over 11 just because I started 5 or 6 minutes late, so we'll do that. And then that'll be us at the 3 hour mark. Geez, this field is quite bumpy now. Luckily this fence got good suspension, so we don't really feel it too much. Alright, there we go. Jeez, it is still pretty foggy down here for 12:15. Alright. I know there's no machines, so I can just bomb it straight through this. There we go. Probably should watch what I'm saying actually. Shouldn't say the word bomb too much, because I don't know how YouTube likes that. There we go. Right, let's get that tip in. And then we'll run it back up to the field and we'll see what we can get done of these soybeans. Well, the one field anyway. Alright. Jeez, it is pretty bad. Barely see. Hopefully I will... Do my lights help? Nah, they make it worse. Okay. We'll just take a guess on where we're driving. There we go. Don't know why it's that one little bit there that's always the foggiest. Maybe it's the lowest point or something. So it's where all the fog sits. I don't know, could be anything. Don't know why I'm going this way, but anyway, let's go this way. Drive past all our crops. Oh, I don't know where I'm going. Right, let's pay a bit more attention and right, we'll part this up because we're not going to unload the combine again, hopefully. Right, there we go. And let's jump back to our combine. Right, we do have a decent amount of soybeans still in here. So we probably will fill up again, but I think since we filled up again, that'll be us for the night. because we've been going for a decent amount of time, like creeping up to the 3 hour mark, like. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I think we're going to fill up quite quickly again, as I've said many times, because the yield is pretty good. Yeah, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Bit weird, but maybe a collision there. Right, anyway, went a bit quiet there. Didn't know what to say really, but really are cracking on like 80% in the tank, so we're definitely not going to get this all finished, but it's fine because we're creeping up towards 12 o'clock, so we'll head off soon. Not 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Well, that's us gone past, that's 5 past 11, so we'll go to 10 past 11 just to get us past the 3 hour mark in the stream. Alright, let's just unload this, get this ready for the next one. Alright. this way. Nope, better to go this way. There we go. There we go. The brakes are really good on this, like. There we go, that should do us. Aye, perfect. We'll let this unload and then we'll get the combine switched off for tonight. And I think we'll leave it there. Because we've got a lot done of the soybean field anyway. And we'll get a lot more done in the next stream, hopefully, which will be hopefully tomorrow evening. Depends on how I'm feeling, but hopefully I'll be up to it, and it should be about 7, half 7. Well, the latest it'll start will be 8 o'clock at the very latest, and if it doesn't start then, that means there'll be no stream. So, right, that's him unloaded. We'll move him out of the way, just so he's out of the way. And we will park her up here, and let's get back in the combine, switch it off, save our diesel, and we will leave it there for the stream. Oh, let me put the auger in at least and get her in place for next time. But anyways, that's going to be the end of the stream here. So if you enjoyed it, please do like and subscribe, and also check out my socials, which are linked below this live stream. And if you'd like to share this live stream with anyone else, I would appreciate that as well. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.